When did my house, my rules become please don't put me in a shelter? Growing up, my dad had one phrase that he loved: my house, my rules. When I was 16 and wanted to dye my hair purple for junior year, he stood in the bathroom doorway blocking my path. Not under my roof, Alexis. You want purple hair? Get your own place. When my boyfriend asked me to prom, dad made him sit through a 2-hour interrogation before declaring, no dating until you're 18. My house, my rules. I couldn't even watch PG-13 movies until I was 17 because inappropriate content isn't welcome under my roof. My friends stopped coming over after dad made them sign a behavioral contract to enter our home. He controlled what I wore. No ripped jeans in my house, you look homeless. What I ate, vegetarian phase, not at my dinner table. And my opinions too. You don't get to disagree with me while you're living rent-free. When I got accepted to art school, he laughed. Art degree? Not with my money. You'll study business or nothing. Mom would whisper apologies when he wasn't looking, but never stood up to him. The worst part was his favorite closing line whenever I protested. When you have your own place, you can do whatever you want. Don't like it? There's the door. He'd literally point to the front door, knowing I had nowhere to go at 17 with $82 in my savings account. Life isn't fair, princess. The person who pays the bills makes the rules. Remember that. Well, I took student loans and went to art school anyway, living in a studio apartment with 3 roommates and a family of roaches. Dad called it learning life the hard way. Should have listened to me about that business degree, he'd say during Sunday dinners. While I was building my graphic design portfolio at 3 a.m., Dad was getting comfortable in early retirement at 55, spending his days watching Fox News and calling me to criticize my lifestyle choices. Still living in that dump, he'd ask. Still single because you're too picky? Still wasting time on those computer drawings? His words hurt, but I kept going. Meanwhile, his perfect life started cracking. Mom finally left him after 30 years, tired of the controlling behavior. She's going through menopause, he told everyone, refusing to admit she'd simply had enough. Then his health declined, and he got diabetes from decades of my house, my beer choices. He even refused to take his medications properly because no doctor tells me what to do in my own home. Next, his house started falling apart, with the roof leaking and the foundation cracking. But he was too proud to ask for help and too cheap to hire anyone. I built this house. I'll maintain it my way. By the time I landed my senior design director position, making 6 figures at 29, Dad was 67, living alone in a deteriorating house, alienated from most family members, and struggling with basic tasks, but still preaching about his rules whenever anyone would listen. Then one day, my phone rang and his name popped up. Alexis, how's my successful daughter? Red flag already. He never spoke that nicely. What do you need, Dad? Can't a father call his daughter? You only call when you want something. Long pause. The house is getting to be too much. Your mother used to handle things, but now she's gone. I was thinking maybe I could stay with you for a while. I knew this was coming. He'd been posting on Facebook about his struggles, fishing for sympathy, but I wasn't going to just refuse because I had a secret plan. So I told him, of course you can stay with me, Dad. I have a guest suite. His voice brightened immediately. Good. It's your duty as my daughter. I almost burst out laughing. Sure, Dad, but I need to explain the house rules. What rules? Well, my house, my rules, remember? His voice turned sour immediately. Alexis, you can't be serious. Dead serious. First, visiting hours are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. I work from home and need quiet. No Fox News. It's too negative for my workspace. Breakfast is at 7, lunch at noon, dinner at 6. Bedtime is 9 p.m. because I don't want to hear TV after that. I heard his voice crack and he became super angry. This is ridiculous. You can't impose rules on me. I'm your father, and it's my house. The person who pays the bills makes the rules. Remember that lesson? The silence stretched until he muttered, are you actually throwing my own words back at me? Oh, finally catching on? He was speechless and knew that I was treating him just like he'd treated me. But he still had one more bullet in the chamber. Alexis, I'm your father. Please don't put me in a shelter. Dad, I'm not putting you anywhere. I said you can come live with me, just as long as you follow the rules. But those rules are too restrictive. That's practically a shelter. My house, my rules, or figure it out yourself. He hung up on me and then ended up paying $8,000 a month to live in an old people's home until his funds ran out completely.